Shit.
This is Gaylord. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do. We will learn more here in week 3. It's the New Mexico Lobos and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Dillon and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Back in Norman, you can feel the excitement building for this Oklahoma Sooner football season. A bounce back year for Brent Venables, 10-3 in the college football playoff, and I can tell you, the Gaylord Family Stadium was one of the most electric I've been at in that playoff run. Can the Sooners rebuild and reload for this season and keep that consistency going with another college football playoff appearance? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And
the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
that's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him up.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
So the New Mexico Lobos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you.
Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On 1st down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off.
There's a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Lobos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. It doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the 1st down.
He'll pull it down and run. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. This drive will open from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Nice move to keep running. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Pulls it and runs it again. Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying. I think he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on third down after that run. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Caught behind the line. It's Walsh.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to run, it's Humphries. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one. Our opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Could be it, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. Almost got it to midfield. When he's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Sategna. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Carter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Georgia taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Georgia looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Norman. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put...
There he goes! Oh, the quick spin move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to adjust the pattern. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harris. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Going to the run, it's Robinson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooner! That one will give them the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating, because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Rush is on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for room at the 40. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his 3-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Lobos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, New Mexico. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside, it's Robinson. Maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get...
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room, it's Humphrey. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got a first down here. Want to start us bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it...
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that was one of those gotta happen. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his... So he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. right back to the well. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll try the run. Strong, firm tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Might be changing the route. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Humphrey. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Lobos! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. Wide open downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.